In this video series, we are going to see how to create HTML tables and how to display data in the form of rows and the columns. Most of the times, the tables can be in the form of statistical table, commercial table, mathematical table, or it can be even scientific table, or it can be a normal timetable or examination timetable. Let's see. Tables provides us a way of arranging this kind of data in a distributed and systematic manner. It allows the user to arrange the data like text, numbers, links, images, or it can be even another table in the form of rows and columns of cells. The HTML table tags are in the following format. Here we can see the beginning tag of the table and later we can see here the closing tag of the table. Table tag we call here a container for the rest of the table data. This indicates that inside the table tag we will be having even other tags to insert a row or to enter a data into a cell. It can be heading for a table or it can be even caption for a table. All these tags will go inside the table tag. This container includes tags related to building group, columns, or it can be merging of cells horizontally or it can be vertically. Aligning can be done in the form of left hand side, right hand side, or it can be center. Formatting for a table, etc. The other tags which will go inside the table tag are TR for table row, TD for table data, TH for table header, and caption. All these tags will go inside the table tag. For that sake, we just call here table tag is a container. Now we will see the attributes of HTML tables. The first one is align, which is used to align the table, and this will take the parameters left, right, center, but default is left. In case of left, it is not required that we have to take the attribute align. If we have to make it right or center, in that case we can go for align attribute. The next one is border. This is used to set the border for a table and this will take the values 0, 1, 2, 3. Higher the number, the thickness will be increased. This will be taken in the form of pixel format. Next attribute is border color. This is used to color the table border. Suppose if we have to provide the color for a single cell border, in that case this attribute can be used in TD tag. Next one is cell spacing. This is used to provide the space between the cell. This can be set in terms of pixel format. If border is not displayed, in that case both cell padding and cell spacing will be equal. The next attribute is cell padding. It is used to provide the space between the cell content and the cell wall. Here cell wall is nothing but the cell border and this can be set in terms of pixel format. The default for this property is 0 and it is used to provide extra space within the borders of the table. Let's understand cell spacing and cell padding via the images. Here we have one image. I think so all can see the table frame is available, and this is the cell. There are 4 cells are available. The space or the gap between 2 cells, this one we call here the cell spacing. Within the cell, the content or the text and the cell wall or the cell border, the space we call here the cell padding. It is nothing but the wall and the content, this space we call here the cell padding. Things all can see here. The content and the wall or the border, this one we call here the cell padding. The same way, coming to the another image here, we have a table, and here we call this one as vertical, we call here column, horizontal row, cell, in between the space or the gap between 2 different cells, we call here the cell spacing. The text and the cell wall or the cell border, this particular space we call here the cell padding, or it can be from the left hand side also. The cell wall or the cell border and the content, this space we call here the cell padding. Next attribute is width. This is used to specify the width of a table. This can be set in the form of pixel format or percentage format. Coming to the height, we can specify the height of a table. Even this also can be set in terms of pixel format or percentage format. While pixel is a static measurement and percent is a relative measurement, whereas percent depends on the font size, whereas pixels are fixed size units where 1 pixel is equals to 1 dot. The last attribute is BG color. BG color indicates here the background color. This is mainly used to provide background color for a table. Suppose if we have to provide different background color for different cells in a table, in that case, this attribute has to be used in TD tag. Here we have TR tag, we have beginning and closing, but ending of TR tag is optional. This particular tag, that is table row tag, is mainly used to specify a row in HTML table. This is nothing but to insert a row in table. In that case, this particular tag will be used. Next is TD tag. TD indicates here table data. We have beginning and we have the closing TD tag, but closing TD tag is optional. This particular tag defines a cell of a table that contains data. This means that in a cell, whatever the data we enter has to go in between beginning and closing of TD tag. Even we can nest additional table within a single cell. Insert other tables in the cell. This means that we can do nesting of a table in HTML. This is nothing but creating a table inside another table on the same web page. In that case, suppose if we have to create a nested table, that has to go inside this TD tag. Apart from nesting a cell, even we can change a color of a particular cell. Even we can do the alignment of a content of a particular cell. Default alignment is left. Not only this one, even we can merge the column or the row. Next we have column span and row span. These are the attributes of TD tag. This will specify the number of columns or the rows a cell should span. Both the attributes will take the value 1, 2, 3. This can go till n. And here we have the example. Angle bracket TD tag attribute column span is equals to 2 and TD tag row span is equals to 2. We can see in this particular picture a table with 2 columns and 2 rows, but the first row is spanned with 2 columns. Column span is mainly used for horizontal merging. Coming to the row span, here also we have 2 columns and 2 rows. The second column, 2 rows are merged. That is for vertical merging. For vertical merging or for vertical spanning, we will be using row span. Down we have the example of nested table. In this table, there are 2 columns are there and 1 row. In the second column, we can see here 1 table is nested. In this table, we have 2 columns and then 2 rows. Next, we have the attributes of TD tag. Column span. This is used to set span of a column. Horizontal span. Here we have to mention how many columns, whether 2 columns, 3 columns, 5 columns, that has to be mentioned so that it will span horizontally. Whereas row span is used for vertical spanning. Here also we have to provide how many rows. Row span is equals to maybe 3 or maybe 4 or maybe 6 or 10. The last attribute is V-align. V-align indicates here vertical align. It is used to align the table content horizontally, and this attribute will take the values top, bottom and middle. And this tag is used to specify the vertical alignment of text content in a cell. Then what is the difference between align and V-align attributes? In case of align, as it is used for horizontal, it will take the values left, right and center. But whereas in case of V-align, it is used for vertical. In that case, this will take the parameters top, bottom and middle. Next we have TH tag. TH indicates here table header tag. We have beginning and we have the ending of it, but the closing tag of TH is optional. TH tag defines a header cell in a HTML table. The header tag is used to define headers, and this can be placed at the first row or a first column of a table. Next we have the caption tag. We have beginning and we have the closing of caption tag. This tag is mainly used to set a caption for a particular table. Something like providing a label for a table, or it is used to add some kind of title to a table. For example, timetable, or it can be even examination timetable. But this particular tag must be inserted immediately after the table tag. This tag will take the attribute align. This is mainly used to provide the alignment for a particular caption, and the parameters for this align attribute will be left, right, top and bottom. This completes the theory part of HTML tables. In the next video, we are going to see the practical part of it.